How success changes a person. At 23, Mia had almost nothing: a small apartment, an old laptop, and one dream. She wanted people to see her work. Every day she made videos. Every day she edited. Every day she uploaded. Most videos got 10 views. Some got 50. Many got almost nothing. Her friends slowly stopped asking about her channel. Her family told her, "Maybe it is time to do something else." Mia smiled and always answered, "Just a little longer." Months passed. Nothing happened. 1 year. Still nothing. She started to doubt herself. One night, she opened her channel and looked at the numbers. No growth, no comments, no signs. She sat quietly and asked herself, "Am I wasting my life?" But instead of quitting, she uploaded again. The next morning, everything changed. Her phone would not stop vibrating. Messages, notifications, comments. One video suddenly exploded. Hundreds of thousands of views. Then millions. People shared it. More followers came. Brands started contacting her. Money appeared. For the first time in years, she felt successful. At first, she stayed the same. She bought new equipment, helped her parents, moved into a better place. Everything felt exciting. But little by little, something changed. Success became normal. The numbers became bigger, and her expectations became bigger too. 1 million views no longer felt exciting. Now she wanted more. 2 million, 5 million, 10 million. She stopped creating for fun. She started creating for numbers. Her day changed. Wake up, check statistics, film, edit, refresh, compare, repeat. She answered fewer messages. She canceled plans. She said, "I am busy." But she was not always busy. Sometimes she just did not want to slow down. One evening, her childhood friend sent a message. "Do you want to meet tomorrow?" Mia looked at the message. She thought, "I will answer later." 3 weeks passed. She never answered. One day she opened old photos, pictures from years ago. Cheap coffee, late-night editing, laughing with friends, dreaming. Back then she had almost nothing, but she looked happier. That thought stayed in her mind. Days later, something unexpected happened. She uploaded a video. It performed badly. Then another one. Again, bad results. She refreshed all day. Nothing changed. For the first time, she felt scared. Not because of money, but because she realized something. Her happiness depended on numbers. Without growth, she felt empty. That night, she turned everything off. No notifications, no uploads, no checking. She went outside. No camera, no recording. She sat on a bench and watched people. Children running, someone walking a dog, someone laughing. And she noticed something strange. Life continued. Nobody cared about views. Nobody cared about statistics. For the first time in a long time, she felt calm. She asked herself, "Who was I before all of this?" The next day, she called her parents. She answered old messages. She met her friend. Nobody was angry. Nobody expected perfection. People were simply happy to see her. Months later, she came back to creating, but differently. She still worked hard. She still wanted success. But she stopped measuring herself by numbers. She created things she actually enjoyed. Something surprising happened. People noticed. Comments changed. People wrote, "You feel more real now. You seem happier." And she realized something important. Success does change people, but not in the way most think. Success does not create a new person. It makes louder what is already inside. If there is fear, fear grows. If there is kindness, kindness grows. If there is gratitude, gratitude grows. Success is not reaching the top. Success is deciding who you become after you get there. And Mia finally understood. She never wanted millions. She only wanted to feel proud of her life. This time, she did. How success changes a person. Part 2. A year passed. Mia kept her promise. She worked, she created, but she no longer lived inside numbers. At least, that is what she thought. Her videos became different, slower, more honest. People loved them. Her audience grew again. But this time it felt different. There were fewer viral moments, yet people stayed longer. They wrote longer comments. They remembered her. Everything seemed better. Until one day she received an invitation, a huge event. The biggest creators would be there, millions of followers, luxury hotels, interviews, cameras everywhere. She almost said no, but then she thought, maybe I can enjoy it without changing. When she arrived, everything looked perfect. Beautiful lights, famous people, everyone smiling, everyone talking about success. But after a few hours, she noticed something. Nobody asked, "How are you?" People asked, "How many followers? How many views? What is your next project?" At dinner, she sat with several successful creators. One person said, "I only upload because I cannot stop." Another laughed and said, "I forgot my last vacation." Someone else quietly said, "I do not remember the last day I did nothing." Everyone smiled, but nobody looked relaxed. That night, Mia returned to her room. She looked out the window. The city was glowing, cars moving, people chasing something. And suddenly she remembered herself, the version of her who once sat in a tiny apartment and dreamed. Back then she thought success looked like this, but now she was here, and she realized something. Success does not end the race. For many people, it only changes the finish line. She could feel old thoughts returning. Maybe I should work harder. Maybe I should do more. Maybe I am falling behind. She recognized that voice. It was the same voice from before, only quieter. The next morning, she skipped the event. Instead, she walked outside. No makeup, no cameras, no team. She found a small coffee shop. Nobody recognized her. She sat there for hours. Across from her was an older woman reading a book. At one moment, the woman smiled and asked, "Are you waiting for someone?" Mia smiled. "No, just resting." The woman laughed softly. "That is good. People forget to do that." For some reason, that sentence stayed with Mia. People forget to rest. Simple, but true. When she returned home, she changed something again. She started protecting her time. One day every week with no work, no checking numbers, no creating. She visited family, read books, walked. At first she felt guilty. Then she started feeling alive again. Months later, she uploaded less. Everyone expected her to disappear. Instead, something unexpected happened. Her audience became stronger. People trusted her more. One comment stayed in her mind. It said, "You make me feel like life is not a competition." She read that sentence many times. Then she closed the app, looked outside, and smiled, because she finally understood. Success is not dangerous. Forgetting yourself is. And maybe the hardest thing is not becoming successful. Maybe the hardest thing is staying yourself after success arrives.